In progress.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Helen. You don't normally get to see me. We are week 15 of our program, which is called Move More, and it's our falls prevention program. So week 15 means that we've already gone through our training gains. So you've figured out how to do the movements. And now this is about skilling up. So we've given you some good skills. Now we're going to start to refine those skills and enhance them so we can build your strength, build your balance, and really build your confidence. So that's what we're looking for, and there are outcomes of our session. So, chair is always there for support. You can start in seated, but because we are now in our skilling up phase, this is really about pushing you out, it's a metaphorical thing, pushing you out of your boundaries. So we just need you to just be a bit bolder, be a bit braver, and to remember it's only an hour session, so you get to have a lovely snooze after lunch today. Okay, so seated warm-up is there. If you want to start warming up from stand, we encourage that at this point onwards. So you've got your options. I can see most of you have gone for the stand option. Sit is still the same. Think about great posture to start. Long, tall spine, chin back, shoulders down, neck long. Brace through your center. Exactly the same in stand. So, and I have to stand quite back in the room so you get to see all of me. I'm very tall. Okay, so we're nice and tall. We're just going to start by lifting the heels. So keep toes on the floor, lift heels, just start to mobilize at the ankle. Really important. So if those ankles aren't warm, we can't do a lot with you. So we literally have to kind of get every joint in your body moving. Now, more the arms work, the more the legs work. So start to think about just a gentle pump of the arms. Choose your speed. So I'm coaching. You don't have to follow me to the letter. You have to do what feels right for you. So let's bend those knees and start to pump the arms a bit more. So it's lip to hip. Got it? Lip to hip. So we are pumping. Bring those elbows back, nice and tall, and think about just opening up through your chest. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's change that a little bit to a wider base of support. Okay, and then from there, we're just going to do a little twist and a rotate. So you can see all I'm doing, I'm keeping my feet still, and I'm reaching out corner to corner with my arms. Got it? Yeah? Okay, can you see now I'm starting to twist, use my whole body and move in through the toes and ankles. Pat will go mad because this is not what Pat does. Okay, so we always do slightly different warm-ups, which is good for variety, right? Okay. It doesn't matter if you go across or reach out, it doesn't matter. This is just about creating some freedom around your rib cage. Okay, feet wide base of support. We are sliding the fingers down towards the side of the knees. So the idea here, we need to activate your waistline, but also create that little bit of mobility into the low back too. And I've got a really nice trick here. Left hand, front left knee, right hand, back right knee. So it's a side, so it's a gentle lean sideways and forwards, sideways and backwards. And you should feel nice stretches through the hips. In sit, back away from the back of the chair, you're working towards your ankle and then your heel. So same movement, but you choose where you want to be with it. If you're in sit, also think about your hip walking to the front and back of the chair. You know how much that means to us. Okay, so in stand, we're still mobilizing. Face your chair, bring your body close to the chair. We step back. So it's, in fact, it's more of a tap back than a step back. So a little toe tap behind you. Now this is your booty. And I want you to squeeze your bottom as you stretch that leg behind you. Got it? Yeah? Okay, now where's this going to go? We are going to step back together to the chair. Step back. Now, if you tend to feel a little dizzy or unsteady on your feet, keep your eye gaze forward. If you're a bit nosy like me, have a little check back over your shoulder. So this enables us to warm up and mobilize through the neck, through the shoulder. The shifting weight pattern is really important here. And the reason being, we don't fall from a still, we fall in movement. So we have to think about being comfortable with stepping back and transitioning from one foot to the other. Got it? Lovely. Now we're still warming up here, team. We've still got a lot of things to do. So we're going to come back into now a low, slow march. So the whole foot comes off the ground. We're lifting at the knee. Okay, so choose your speed. I expect you to start feeling a little breathless at this point, which is normal at this stage in the program. Now, if you want to make it bigger, feel free. Now look, I'm getting 90-degree at the hip. I'm really focusing on lifting the leg. Now, I like to alternate rather than overload and do one side only, but you choose. This is your workout, not mine. The reason being, the reason I ask you to bring up your knee quite high, this helps us with our stepping, and it's also lower body to upper body connection. Okay, right. Okay, now let's start to think about knees and hips. Wide base of support, out into the diagonal and back. Now I'm having to step into the diagonal and I'm pushing out of the sole of the foot. So think about it. Now, if you want to, and this is be bold, be brave, think about it. You can either close your eyes for a moment whilst hanging on, push back, feel the foot, notice the push coming out of the foot. Okay, so this is starting for us to get deeper into the low limb, into your calf muscle, but also working through aspects of the foot. You land on your heel, you push back out of the ball of the foot. Got it? Yeah? If you find this is a little bit too much on the knees, bear with, let's find another way to mobilize. Now, if you slide your hands down your thighs and firmly grip your knees, you can do a little circle, one way then the other. Used in Tai Chi, this is a lovely little energizer. Now, warm-ups are really important. I think we tend to neglect them. The more components of your body that becomes more lubricated and the joints become more lubricated, the more we can move you and the more you'll feel fabulous, okay? Right, lovely. Okay, so we're going to start bringing up the pace a little and join me when you're ready. You can see I'm using the chair for support, but if you don't want to use the chair, that's fine. I'm sidestepping. So the component now is we're starting to work into our endurance phase. So really and truly, this is about increasing your capacity to do more. This is keeping you going at a steady state. Your heart rate will increase, but it won't keep going and going and going forever. It will increase and then come into a steady state. That's really important, okay? And the idea here is we want you to be out and about. We want you to keep moving. So this is about training the heart muscle to do a little bit more aerobics, a bit more work that involves more oxygen and you breathe in, okay? So give me 2 steps in one direction. Doesn't have to be a big step, mind. You do what you need to do. Okay. And I'm just asking you to sidestep. Our data over time, we hear more and more reports of you guys really enjoying this kind of movements. The sidestepping has become really important to you as you integrate it into activities of daily living. Now, Pat style, she would go step over things. Now let's do 2 steps, 2 step overs. So normally Pat would be teaching you to step over something and then step back. But I'm asking you to step over 2 things, 2 cats. Okay? Why? Because we're in our skilling up phase. We are now starting to refine some of those movements that we've been developing over the last 14 weeks. Okay, we're feeling it? Yeah? Okay. Let's come back to the spot and march. Now, Pat has been delivering with you Fartlek training, and this is the capacity to increase the heart rate, and then more importantly, think about the recovery that comes after it. So we increase the heart rate by making bigger moves, whatever that looks like, and then we come back into our base foundation movement, so we come into that recovery. And the recovery is about getting you back into your bigger movement into that steady state, if that makes sense. Okay, now you've been doing this with us a little while. Here we go. So I want you to create a bigger movement for about 20 seconds. Here we go. Let's go. Bigger movement. Couple of tips here. Arms overhead increases heart rate. So if you feel it's too much, have your hands wider rather than higher. You can go fast or slow, but whatever it looks like, it needs to be bigger, wider, deeper than your starting position. 3, 2, 1, come back to smaller movement, but never stop. So this is the active recovery. Big breaths in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Notice how your body is responding. Do you feel comfortable? Manage expectations. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable. Okay, so we're going to go again. So unlike Pat, I like you to be messy with the movement. I know she's very neat. I like crazy. So think about your kitchen disco. Let's make it big. Let's go. Right. Nice and big at the speed you choose. Oh my word, look at you. So I don't care what it looks like. Just make it bigger, wider, deeper, more fabulous. Keep going. You're looking really strong. I'm loving those arms. Big arms, reach for the stars. You got it? Lovely. Oh, I like that. There's rotations and twists. Oh my word, don't get too excited. Well done. Bring it down, catch your breath. Ooh. That was fun, right? You were smiling. All of that is really good for those happy hormones, which is excellent. Keep moving. Keep moving. Use this time to breathe. Step touch to me. Step touch and turn. Ooh, lovely. Bringing you back into that steady state. Now we've got one more round to go. But I suspect we're not quite there. We're not back to basics yet. Go the other direction if you need to. Now we've got one more go. Are we ready? Are we ready? Thumbs up. Lush, gorge. Okay, here we go, team. Nice and big and fabulous. Do whatever you have to do. Woo. Make it big, make it strong. Feel safe, have fun with the movement. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be you and just more of you. Keep going. Lovely. Don't you look gorgeous? Oh, lovely. Oh, I like that. There's some grabbing going on, some boxing going on. You look beautiful, team. Gorgeousness, gorgeous. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh. Calm down. So slow. Now, what we're going to do is control that breathing, feet wide, and we're migrating swiftly into our balance component, but we're in a wide base sway, and we're going to regulate breathing. Now, I know how much you like Tai Chi, Beryl. So let's bring in Tai Chi to help us regulate our breathing. Okay, so let the elbow lead. Let's just get you to style this. Elbow leads, right? Okay, so elbow leads, bottom arm swooshes. There you go. Now notice the whole body is getting involved. Now I'm regulating your breathing as you've come out of your Fartlek training. Lovely. So take your time with this and surprise yourself by slowing down further, as if you are moving through water. Beautiful. Okay, nice. Good, that's really good. So balance is such an important part of our movement as we get older. And it's something that you have to keep developing. Okay, so what I'd like us to do is a simple heel toe walk forward to me, or wherever you've got space, and a heel toe reverse. Now I'm keeping you going, okay? I know we've had a lot of roast dinners, a lot of Easter eggs. So the idea here is we're starting to track balance, feeling comfortable with our stepping techniques. And what do we always talk about? We have got that step out should you need to. So that compensatory stepping out of the movement. Now I'm going quite swiftly, I've noticed, because I'm excited and I want to be with you, but you can really take your time with this. Now, I don't know where we are with sit. So if you are in the front third of your chair, again, what I'm looking for is forward and back movement, so rocking movement. So even on a tough day or a day where you want to move but can't be bothered too much, even in that back away from the back of the chair, self-supporting spine, rocking forward and backwards always assists on your balance, okay? So it's still there with you. Okay, come back to your starting point. We're still with balance. Okay, clock face. 12, 3, 6, 9. Right leg to 12. Center, 3. Center, 6. Center, stop. Other leg, left leg, 12. 9. Center, 6, back. I'm going to do a couple of variations of these because I'm cheeky and I'm the naughty one and it's my job to push, metaphorically speaking. What I'm looking for as I'm stepping out on this clock face is more of a pause, but on one leg, stepping out to the side, back to center. My toe is supporting me, so I know it's there, but I'm switching and transferring weight, coming back on my supporting leg that is in the center of the clock every time. Now, does that make sense? Are you still with me? Tips. Eye gaze forward, not downwards. Okay, alternating sides. And again, this can be performed when you're in the front third of your chair. And I'm not encouraging that today, if I can help it. And then next week when she's back, you'll be like, oh, thank goodness she's home. So the idea is we're getting familiar with this pattern as we're stepping out and in. And then actually, when we come back to center, so in a narrow base of support, there's a balance going on here and a cheeky one leg stand. Oh yeah. Lovely. How are we feeling? Are you alternating legs? Got a thumb up there. Lovely. So it's all a bit bonkers, isn't it, really? Really great tip if you're cleaning your teeth stand on one leg, tip, toe tip with the other foot. So it's a really nice way of practicing, because all of these are learnt skills and we just need to keep practicing how we balance, where we balance. Well done. So who says that? Abby. Abby, your favourite move. Great, it's so true. So any of the balance work is really important and it's so lovely as well. And it's not overcomplicated or too scary. That's what we'd like to believe. Okay, stay there. Now I know Pat loves a flamingo swing. So in her honour, look, now, when we come into this dynamic movement, so we're moving, I don't care about what's going on in the front. I care about what's going on behind me, that my back of thigh, my bum cheek, my heel to bum is doing all the work. So it's what's going on behind the scenes is really important to me. Now, as we're refining this, as you've been practicing this move for weeks now, I want you to think about behind. This is that skilling up, we're refining it. And I'm looking for about 10 to 15 repetitions on this side. So you probably weren't even counting. Don't panic, I'm still with you. Right, let's switch sides. So I like to change chairs as well. There you go. Da, 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 da. So you might feel a bit crunchy behind the knee or a bit clicky. Again, we need to just keep that area mobile. Where there's pain, sometimes we have to work to the pain, not through the pain. So it might be uncomfortable, but we try to, we don't like avoiding areas where there's pain because that can cause further problems, okay? So a lovely flamingo swing. I always imagine I'm a kid on a scooter. Not that I actually had a scooter, because we used to nick the posh kids around the corners scooters or improvise and build our own. You know, like with the roller skates on the Beano books. Did you do that? I did that. And then go like a bat out of hell on a roller skate down the hill and not worry about the cars. That would, yeah, that's how we grew up. Okay, right, rest. We're into balance. Now, this is a new one to you. Big, wide base of support still. Now, I want you to simply hold on for support. And how does it feel to close one eye? And open. Close the other eye. And open. Could you try it? Close both for a few moments. Open and then come into a heel pump. We don't like that, do we? Yeah, and those that have the vertigo, or my nan would say the giddiness, we don't like that too much, but it is important to keep doing that. Okie dokie, okio. Right, we're going to do some strength training next. So, chair. We're going to do some squats and lunges. We're going to do some bone strengthening. Sounds terrifying, but bear with. I'm just going to put some cool on. Let's start with some squats. We're going to pull things together. So find your chair, get in your chair, nice and comfy. Bring your back to the back of your chair. Lovely. Now we're going to hip walk to the front side of your chair and then hip walk backwards. Do you remember this movement? We use it in warm-ups. It turns up a lot. Hip walking is phenomenal because we know of countless occasions where you've slipped out and down that chair and then you can't get up from here because you've slipped down it. And then you get panicky. Then the next thing is you keep slipping and the bum's on the floor and then you wait for somebody to pop in to be able to free you. Anyone felt that, experienced that? Okay, so that's why we hip walk. Now, heels tuck, we're going to rise to a stand, pump your heels at the top. We know this movement, we're comfortable with this movement, right? Shuffle backwards, feel your legs on the back of the chair. Now stick out your tush, wiggle jiggle, get that bum back in the back of the chair. Lovely, let's go again. So it's a hip walk. Now you'll notice here, I am working you. Yes. Pump the heels. Now we know to pump the heels because it makes us feel Dizzy, that's right. So we shuffle backwards, legs on the back of the chair, stick out your tush, let that bum come down, hip walk forward. We're going to repeat and we're going to add on. So we come up to a stand. Now we are pumping the feet and we're going to walk away from the chair. You know I like this bit. Then we turn 180 degree turn, go chair. Big fat lunge towards that chair. Grab that chair as if you're hanging on for dear life, and we're just going to come forward and backwards. Our wrist bone loading. This is dead good for our core muscles, for our wrists and our shoulders. Okay, a few more. Okay, now notice which is the leg in the front. Got it? Okay, step together, rise up, and 180 degree turn. We are still pumping our heels so we don't feel dizzy. Okay, now we're going to walk away from the chair. 180 degree turn. Step forward with the other foot, please. Big lunge forward, grab chair. Hello, chair. We're rocking forward and backwards, so the head is going closer to the back of your chair. This is so good for our strength in our upper body. Beautiful. Let's do a few more of these. And now we step together and rise up. Well done. So remember, this is part of our skilling up. Feel the legs, back of chair. Wiggle, jiggle, bum down. Now we're going to add on, team. So we've got to think about creating further strength in those legs. We are wiggle jiggling to the front third of the chair and we are rising into a pump. Yes, that's right, I am. Very bossy. Walking away from the back of the chair. I'm turning. Oh, hello, chair. But this time, not only I'm grabbing, I'm wiggle jiggling that back leg and I'm looking to bring that knee towards the ground and up again. Now, do how many as you can. So maybe 2, 3, 4, or 5. Knee close to the ground. Notice which is the leg in the front. Well done. And when you're ready, step forward, pump those heels, start to rise to a stand. Reward yourself, so a little pat on the back and go, oh my God, I just did that. 180 degree turn, we're going to go straight back into the other one, then we rest, all right? So we're walking away from the chair. It's 180 degree turn, hello chair. And I'm lunging forward, big step forward, the other foot, grabbing the chair for dear life. The back leg is the wiggle jiggle. Bringing that knee towards the ground. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Yeah, it can feel scary, all right? But progressively over the last few weeks, you're building that strength so you can do this. Step up, rise, don't panic, relax. Be conscious of what you've achieved already because you're rock stars. Okay, feel the legs on the back of the chair. Oh, sit down, catch your breath. Ooh, oh, we're smashing through it today, aren't we? Oh, lovely. Okay, so we're back into the back of the chair. Give yourself a minute, you're right. Just checking you're okay. Grab some water. I know. You missed me. I know. Right, let's have a look at what else is going on with our bodies. So we're still in our strength component. So strength, so the bit where we're getting you towards the floor and more importantly off the floor, that bit is what we call backward chaining. So basically we're linking the movements together, which ends up being this fabulous part of building your confidence. You can get on the floor, but more importantly, you can get off the floor or the bed or wherever. Okay, so this is all about linking movements so you can thrive better. Okay, so we have a band. Walk to the front third of your chair. Because when we're here, this is our self-supporting spine. We're holding ourselves with great posture. So all of this is burning energy and it is helping us with our core stability. Okay, so to start with, let's think about what's going on with shoulders. So pop the band in your hands. Nice not tight yet, but nice comfortable position, and a gentle close or furl of the fingers. Chicken wings, tuck those elbows and squeeze them on your ribs. So all we're doing is opening and closing here. Got it? So long spine, shoulders back and down. Really important here. Lovely. So the reason we do this, so I'm now in the standing position, but the reason why we do this, we have to target strength in the shoulders because as we get age, we do get weaker here. So it's so important that we build the strength here. Do as many as you can. Try and keep the hands at the same level throughout the movement. Gotcha. Lovely. Well done. And release. But because it's me and I like to bend the rules, now what I'd like to do is take the same band, pop it behind you, pinch the band at your, ladies, where your bra is or your side seams, okay? Then stretch out your arms and then bring your elbows back in. So the band sits behind us and we're going to repeat the same movement in an open and close, okay? So squeeze the shoulder blades, lengthen, raise through the center. We're opening and closing. So there's a couple of things going on here. There's the grip. That's really important. The hand stays the same level as the wrist and forearm. We're opening and closing. Notice you might be feeling a bit uncomfortable. So just notice that the open phase actually might feel a bit easier because it's enabling you to stretch further into the front of the chest. Good, good. Okay, beautiful. You look good. And then release. It's all right. Still gotcha. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is focus on a leg press. So, a couple of things. Firstly, we need to get the foot into the band, and I'm looking for a flexed foot. Got it? Then, the tighter or the more resistance you have on the band, the more of a challenge this is in, both for your upper body and your lower body. So you find a place that's comfortable. Normally, I pick up the band about just below my knee. Sitting up and then anchoring the band into my hips before I sit back. Okay, so I do this slightly different to our kid. So I'm bringing the knee into chest and pressing you away. Okay, got it? So it feels nice, you feel supported, toe popped up towards the ceiling. Everything's cooking here. So it's a core piece, a shoulder stability piece, got muscles that are fixed in position, and we're really targeting to where the thigh joins the core. So it's a press away and pull in, press away. So if you are still driving, these are your driving muscles, right? Okay, well done. Release, relax. Good job. Okay, so all of these are movements that you can practice. I suggest at this point you just drop the band and just stretch out your fingers. Do whatever you need to do just to kind of free them up because you'd have been holding on for dear life. Now we're going to repeat on the other side. So front third of your chair, long spine, chin back. Think about lifting up through the collarbone, bracing through the center. When you're ready, scoop that foot. The band is on the arch of the foot. Okay, elephant safety. We need to think about toes pointing up towards the ceiling so the band doesn't slip and give you a leg wax. Okay, you're leaning back, your shoulder blades are onto the back of the chair, and we're pressing out and in. It's a lovely movement. It feels really nice around the knee joint as well. So the closer you bring this into your chest, the better. And oh, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. Okay, so everything is having to work. So you're gripping, fine motor skills, stabilizing shoulder, functional core work at the same time with that lovely press. And we're looking for full leg extension, squeezing those thighs. Beautiful. And release. And relax. Good job. Good job. Okay. Don't tell Pat. So what we're going to do is take the band and you're going to sit on it. Okay. Lovely. Last exercise when it comes to strength, okay? And then from there, we're going to do some beautiful Tai Chi. Okay, so, but don't tell Pat I've done this because she likes doing this. And I think I'm probably a couple of weeks earlier, but you all look like rock stars today. So, okay, so thumbs are up. So as the band comes through your hands, palms in, thumbs up, okay? Single, single, double. Okay, so we're going to press high and press high. And for lols, a doubler. Woo! Now it's harder when you do two. Now what I'm looking for is how can we stretch that elbow out? Lovely. Single, single, double. Beautiful. So one arm, both arms twice. That's it. You got it. Okay. So single, single. It's all relative. So every exercise that we deliver in these sessions to you is are all exercises that are that we know. The science tells us that you keep practicing this stuff, you will improve your confidence, you will improve your strength, the muscle mass, and the health of the bones. It all is good stuff. It's an all-round good. Okay, you keep going. So single, single, double. Now, I'm going to say until you're tired, because with any work that's above your head, you get tired quick. All right, so I get that. It's okay. Lovely. You little rock stars. And release, relax. Okay, so if I do this in sit with you to start with, and then we'll start putting it all together. So Pat talks about a Tai Chi. She goes, a Chi ball. So let's just, it's a ball of energy. It's just a round ball, okay? So I want you to think the bottom of the ball, the top of the ball. So we take it over to one side. Then we wrap our hands around the ball and then bring it back across the body. So do you remember what I said earlier on? Elbows lead. Then we rotate. So it's like your North Pole, South Pole. So we're just going to keep practicing that. Got it? Now, the more you rotate, so the more you take it to the side, the more we're twisting through the body. You're bringing in your shoulder blades, rotating through your trunk. Okay, got it? Lovely. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to add on. So we're going to rotate to one side, and then we're going to push the hands away. So that's what we call a soft block. So we move the ball, and then soft block. Got it? Move the ball. So this is linking movements. Move the ball in soft block. Lovely. Last time, Chi ball to soft block. Okay, release your arms. Okay, we're all rising to a stand. Hip walk to the front third of your chair. Tuck the heels. Rise to stand. Pump your heels. Lovely. Okay, I'm just going to move my chair out of the way because I feel comfortable doing this. Okay, so Tai Chi, it's three-dimensional work. It means that the body moves in different planes of movement and at all levels. Tai Chi is a martial art that's really slowed down. Okay, so wide base of support to start with. Soft knees. Soft knees, what does that mean? Bend the knees so you feel in a stronger, more agile place, okay? Relax the shoulders. Now we're going to start with that Tai Chi ball again and then take it back. So we do 3 of these. Rotate again into soft block. Got it? So the bent knee thing, 1, 2. I'm now starting to just transfer weight slightly as I come into soft block. Now, notice how your body is responding to the movement. Do you feel you can bend your knees? Are you shifting weight? Soft block. Did you hear that? So it's slow breath. Beautiful. Last time. Soft block. And again. So it's a 3. So we do 3 chi balls. I like to imagine I've actually got a flame in my hand and I'm trying to move it fast enough not to let the flame go out and soft block. And then I'm pushing all that energy away. Now this is our last set. So 3 rotates, shifting from knee to knee, feeling my weight move, soft block. Now, stay with me, okay? We're just moving knee to knee. Now, what I want you to think about is as you shift weight, almost lift the foot. So you're moving to the point of you're almost going to lift the foot to place it somewhere else, okay? So we don't have to do the foot placement yet. So remember, we've still got 10 weeks ahead of us. So God knows what we're going to look like then. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is feel more comfortable so I can step. So I'm shifting weight and step. So it's just like I'm just lifting the leg just a little bit. Remember, nothing is about perfection. All of it is just about building confidence. Now, stay with the 3s. So 3 sway and a lift. 3 sway. Now, if you want to incorporate those arms, feel free. So this is just starting to feel more familiar with dynamic movement. Lovely. You look gorgeous, by the way. You keep going. Just get lost in it. Just enjoy your breathing and relaxing. It feels nice. In my head, we're here on a tropical island, all together, moving together, feeling warm and safe and happy. It's just a nice feeling. Okay, now, bear with. We are going to step forward 1 foot. Step back and then out to the side. Step across, forward. So the movement is this kind of box shape. So we go wide, together, forward, together, wide, together. Here's another useful tip here, which is lovely. This wide stance, bringing together, really good for bladder health and pelvic floor. Yeah, I know. So wide stance, step. So I'll start to show you what it looks like. So we're coming up and pressing. Oh yeah, I know. So it's linking movements. Just felt like that, like woo. Soft block. Don't worry about it. Honestly, don't worry about what your arms look like. It just feels nice, right? I know. She's gonna go mad. Don't tell Pat that I've done all this with you today. Oh. Beautiful. Then you'll probably notice you're starting to feel tired. Step nice and wide for me. We're going to bring those fingers up and then send the hands to me and then down. Inhaling up. Down. Good job. Blush. And again, breath in, breath out. And down. Good, 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 good. So again, it's a flow of movement and it's mimicking or mirroring how your breath is working. So the idea is just kind of regulating a slow functional breath. This takes us out of feeling stressed. This puts us into a nice state of relaxation. Okay, while we're still standing, what I'd like you to do is use the chair. Have your body next to the chair and one big fat step back. Lean forward, make sure feet are all pointing in a straight line forward. This enables us to stretch through the back of the leg, okay? Okay, good. When you're ready, we switch sides. So melting that heel into the back, keeping the feet facing forward, bracing, so you still feel nice and strong and connected, but we're rewarding now. This is all good stuff. This is all the gold. Lovely. And when you're ready, step together. Okay, feet nice and wide. There's your big wide base of support again. Knees off, lock again. Okay, take your left hand, wiggle jiggle your fingers, pop your left fingers on your left shoulder. Now you can leave the elbow here, or indeed you can give it a nudge or a press. The idea is that we walk the fingers down towards the shoulder blade, but I recognize not everybody can send the elbow to the ceiling. You can assist it if you want, wide base of support. So notice we've been doing this in a seated position for weeks. So this is what I mean about just pushing those comfort zones a little bit. Let's take the right hand forward, wiggle, jiggle those fingers, pop those fingers on that shoulder. Elbow points forward. If you want to assist the movement, walk the fingers down the shoulder blade. And then if you can also hold on to the elbow. There are little tricks and tips. Now, remember, when we started off all those weeks ago, these are all measures for us. These are telling us about your longevity, your external and internal shoulder rotation. Let's take the left hand, pop it on the left thigh, the back of the hand into the lower back. Now, it might mean that you just stay there, okay? Or you can wiggle jiggle it up your back a little bit more. So this is telling us internal shoulder rotation. And why? So we can pop on our underwear, we can get dressed. Putting on a winter coat is a bit of a nightmare, so we need to think about all that mobility, release. Other side, right hand. I don't know which side I want. Right, other side, and then either back your hand to bum or waistband, relax the shoulders, or walk it up your back. Again, this is about how we get dressed. So they're really important measures for us because it tells us about your independence and where you are, and recognize that there's going to be aches and pains going on and stuff going on around the shoulders. Well done. Okay, still wide base of support. Right hand forward, right hand across the body and cut it in. So it's a nice big fat hug there. Beautiful. Now make it bigger. Look over that said shoulder. Again, we don't all like this. So do what feels nice and comfy for you. When you're ready, switch sides. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Lovely. Good, isn't it? Beautiful. And release. Now do this for me. Send your hands out, wide palms forward. Squeeze shoulder blades together, lift chest. So kind of go whoop. So you get a lovely squeeze down the back. And then shaky, shaky. Now for me, do this. Bring yourself into a place of comfort and we're going to sit down and I'm just going to do a little bit of relaxation with you, okay? Now remind you of relaxation, why we do this. So our bodies are in this, our nervous system is either in that readiness for fight and flight. So you're in battle readiness as cave people, but actually for us, many of us are living in quite high stress, whether it's about our medication or our health or situation, just life in general, all of us, there's a lot of stress. So that brings us in, changes our breathing, makes us quite high in our breathing. We need that stress state when we're doing things like our endurance session and our strength work. We need that switched in bit. Now we're switching off. So this enables us to properly reward the body for all its effort and just relax the brain a little bit. So make yourself comfortable. always like to scooch back in the chair and also have feet nice and wide. So I feel like I've got a nice base of support. I never think that's never looks particularly attractive on camera. So change angles. Okay, so relax shoulders. What I'd like to do today is a little bit of eyes closed work to be able to engage muscles and turn muscles off, okay? Use my words and see if you can keep your eyes closed. Okay, so we start with the feet. I want you to either physically bunch up your toes and put tension into your feet, or imagine that. So you choose, okay? Put in the tension, screw them up, bunch them up nice and tight, and then let it go. And it's the letting go piece that I want us to focus on. So tense feet, relaxed feet. Now we're going to see if we can just move that up the body. So now I want you to think about tensing the back of your calves, around the knees. How does that feel or look? Do you want to lift the toes? And then let it go. And the let it go is a breath out and a relax. Okay, so using your breath, inhaling, creating tension, toes, lower limb, thighs and bottom, so nice and tight. And then let it go. Imagine the breath is in the bottom of your lungs, into your abdomen, into your thighs, and creating that slack. Okay, we're going to go again. So we're breathing in, preparing the body. And in that tension, in and up, like a wave, cascading upwards. So feet, knees, thighs, bottom, into your core, maybe into your shoulders, just like tense squeeze. And let it go. And it's like, oh, just let it go. We continue from the ground upwards. So we're pulling up energy all the way up into your body. Squeeze your hands, face, fist, and fingers. Relax it. Let it go. Go slack. Just be in that moment. And it almost like you can feel like sensations in your body as you let it go. Let's do that a couple more times. Breath in to prepare. Feel that tension come on. Exhale, let it go. Last time. We engage every part of our body with tension and tightness, torsion, bring it in, contract it, and then simply wash it away. Let it drift, let it go. Feel that sink in, that depth, slowness of breath. Now for the next few seconds, slow, deep breath. Breathe to a pause. Let it go. One more time. Just carry on connecting with your breathing and your takeaways for today. Now, you are stronger than you think. You are loved beyond all reason. You are good and kind. And you have strong spirit and will. You're a good person. On your next breath, bring some movement to your fingers and to your toes. Start to think about coming back into this space. Wiggle your toes, tap your toes, wiggle your fingers, tap your fingers. Maybe a little shimmy, little shaky, shaky, shaky. Maybe a little stretchy, stretchy. Maybe stretchy high, still tapping those toes. Another little wiggle jiggle, shoulder shimmies, side to side. Lovely, lovely. Hands to thighs, give it a pat on your chest. Hands together. And give yourselves a round of applause. Well done, you survived a session with me. Oh, God bless you. I hope you feel good and strong. It's designed to be mixing it up now. Remember that and take that with you. Click on the links, use the recorded video to practice your homework, because the next stage now, we're really starting to build you up now and build that confidence in you and really build your strength. You are incredible. You know where we are. And no doubt Pat will be back next week. Thank goodness. So well done, everyone. We stop recording. If you want to stay just for a few moments and ask questions, feel free. We love to hear from you.